I have a take that I saved. Okay,
Come
I have
on.
a take that I
It's
saved.
better be
This is a
good.
complete.
Come on.
This is a brand new,
Okay.
unique thought.
Okay. Get
This is a
ready.
unique
Get
thought
ready, Kassad.
of what G2 should do, because we all know
Get
that
ready,
they are
get
obviously
ready.
in a
Everyone.
stopgap. They are in a
Everyone
clear
ready.
stopgap. And I think if people have been following what I've been saying on this
Come on.
podcast, other shows, they know that I rate one team tactically very highly.
He's not. He's
So
3D
I
max.
think-
It's going to be 3D
I
max.
think that one thing
Come on.
that G2 should do.
Come on.
Okay, G2 should make 2 moves in
Come
the
on.
offseason.
Get ready.
They should obviously get rid of snax. Everybody knows I'm all there for that.
I'm
Okay,
fucking
but they
up my
obviously
camera,
aren't.
you
I don't
pissed me
think.
off.
I don't think keeping Hades is a long-term solution, even though I think Hades is a good opper. I think he's totally like reasonable at a tier 1 level. So what I think they should do is they should get they should replace snax with Maka as the in-game leader. But then the rifler they should get, and I think this org is desperate right now, is Gamer Legion. Gamer Legion just missed the major, and now they need money. Like Gamer Legion is just like, okay, they need to sell some people, and PR is clearly their best prospect right now. PR is definitely their best prospect. He plays some of the roles that like him and Heavy God would have to switch. It's like, I mean, PR plays like various roles. He plays like some rotator, he plays some anchor, like he plays Pit on Inferno, for example, but he also plays, I think, a couple star spots as well, like either way, I think he plays like some star spots. He plays some like I think he plays the E-box part of Anubis, which is like where Donk plays. But then he also plays like ramp on Nuke. So he has a variety of spots he plays. He could play. He's 17 years old. You could throw him into a variety of situations. Heavy God's also shown that he can do what's necessary for the team. Either way, my switch and fix for G2, and it's reasonable. This should be reasonable within their budget. Is like Maka for snax, PR for Hades. Okay. That to me that makes G2 so much more interesting as a team. You upgrade your IGL, you get a much better rifler in PR, and I don't feel like you lose. I don't think you lose any firepower, and your calling definitely gets better.
But didn't we lose the AWPer though?
No, Maka's right.
Maka's sorry. Yes, you're right. Actually, never mind. True, actually. What do you think?
I'm
Kassad?
actually thinking of pouring acid into my eyes.
Reasonable take.
No way.
Hello.
No. Yes.
Why your eyes though? Why your eyes? Hello. Why? Surely your ears. Why your eyes?
I can't. I don't know. Why not? At this point.
Okay.
Just blind myself, deaf myself. I don't know. Well, whatever is needed, just not to see or hear any of this.
I'll just
Helen Keller point made.
I know.
Helen Keller point made.
But like saying, bringing in, I don't even know where to go. PR.
It's not even bad. It's a good move. This would be good.
Yeah, for who? For Gamer Legion to get money. Yeah, and 3D Max.
Ash needs more money.
First of all, Gamer Legion, they don't need money. They have enough money. The guy who owns their fucking org, he has plenty of money. So that's one thing. The other thing is like Maka is 27 years old. You want to bring him into a G2 on the opening role together with the IGL to compete on the highest level.
He's younger than Snax.
Wait. On the highest level against the ops like Zaivu, Monesi, Torji, Shiro, all these other oppers, to compete against them on the open level, 27 years old, and leading at the same time this young team. And for you, that's a good move.
Yes.
I don't see how
it gets rid of snax. It's a good move.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, if you want to take that, just bring anyone. Don't just bring a 27-year-old Opper. That reminds me of that G2.
Actually, they're using a 25-year-old Opper right now with 8.
That's what G2 does, but they're on the loan for 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's what didn't they bring Jax when he was 28 into the G2? Back in a few years ago.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Maybe you're onto something. But the thing is it makes absolutely no sense. Nobody would profit except for the people selling those players to G2. Because G2 would profit 0. Tactically 0. Skill-wise 1%. Because he would probably get a couple of more frags than snax does. Right? Overall, PR would be a good move because definitely he deserves a better team. I think that kid is pretty good, especially on LAN. I think he doesn't feel any pressure. At least it doesn't look like he feels any pressure. He delivered on his debut performances. Eye tests show that he can shoot. He can handle himself on clutches in pressure situations. I think it was where was it, Katowice this year, where he played well. They just kind of didn't make it to the playoffs. That was the last game. But overall, does he deserve a better team? Yes. Is that team G2? I don't think so, actually. Maybe one more step before he goes to organization like G2, right? Somebody who has aspirations towards trophies and titles and like deep playoff runs and stuff like that. Because in Gamer Legion right now, he showed his only pressure was like at the beginning, right? Because Gamer Legion is a team that's not considered a tier 1 team. It's a team that's considered like maybe Duncan, you remember this, like Leon in previous years in French.
They're like tier
right?
1.5.
Yeah.
They're like tier 1.5, really. Yeah.
Well, more, something between 1 and 2. I wouldn't say tier 0.15 because it kind of alludes being tier 1. But it's somewhere kind of floating, like gatekeepers of tier 1, kind of. I don't know. But overall, the kid deserves, unless Gamer Legion kind of get some better players, so after they didn't reach the major instead of ZTR 1000 or whoever like they want to remove, because Slend and PR and who is the fifth one, I can't remember, are pretty solid core in a sense, right? Res, of course. Are pretty solid core, and now they have to change the leadership. We don't know if Ash is gonna stay there or not. That can change things up a little bit because people are joining that team to be with him, because he has this massive impact on the team and he has a lot of say and voice and everything. But G2, I don't think the solution is that, definitely. There's a lot of solutions for G2, and that's not one of them. And I can tell you that 100%. Because this thing, first of all, for G2, the only thing kind of we agree is that Snax, Hades, and probably Taz, the Polish trio, they need to leave that. Or needs to be fired or removed or whatever the fuck. Right? I like this Hades kid. He has been given a chance. So why the fuck doesn't he take it? He takes it. He's 25 right now, you said?
Yeah.
I mean, he has been hoping for Ents and then 9 and whatever. And he's been called out. Yeah, the same way Tat has been called out and got a chance. So, I mean, we want to wish him all the best, right? But is he the man for the job? In G2, everybody, 99 out of 100 people would say no. And I think you are one of those 99, right? So the Polish trio can go. The rest can stay. I don't know what to do about Petsa. Probably he would go too. But point being, your
Is that how he's
solution
supposed to
for
say his
G2
alias?
is
It's
a
not supposed to be
non-solution.
Pekka, by the way. It's supposed to be like Petsa or something.
Petsa, yeah, it's
Right,
Petsa.
okay.
Pekka is like, it's non... It doesn't mean anything.
Get this Pekka head out of here. Some American shit.
Yeah. It doesn't mean anything because his name is Petar.
Oh, okay.
And then Petsa, yeah. It's like a shorten. Yeah.
Okay. What about...
Wait, what's your take? What's your reaction to it, Thorin?
Here's the thing. The problem is, again, Kasad, the immortal catchphrase, it is a hot take, sure. So he was trying to design a hot take. Where it
But you can like fucking make an excuse for a shittiest
No, the reason why...
because it's a hot take.
What makes this a hot take is this. Notice he hasn't picked really big name players. In fact, he's picked no-name players, hasn't he? Like, the joke is, half the people watching this show, Kasad, barely know who Maka is. And by the way, he's around 1 million years. He's playing like ESL Pro League about like 7 years ago. So guys, like, it's been around a long fucking time. But that's not the player. Like, everyone else, remember, wants like fucking Dexter, some massive name Orpa to join. And then the PR one's also actually, that's actually a pretty even decent take, because the joke is, the PR guy, this is where I'm sick and tired of people in esports. There's a concept, maybe you guys get what I mean by this, where once you have a Malbs player, then everyone will go, you should just get another Malbs. And you go, no, that doesn't work though, because until they become a Malbs player in G2, you guys never think they're that good. So like the PR guy actually one day could be a Malbs type player. He actually did look, I agree with you guys, he showed a lot of promise in his early form. I agree with you. He also looked awesome on land, by the way. Like he didn't fucking trip over and look shit. Like he actually looked like one of the best players they brought through the online thing. He also seemed like he had like swag when he played that opening game. By the way, he was rinsing fucking Nico out, guys. Like this guy was cooking. So like I don't hate it in this sense. If you want to do a crazy hot take, like here's two not big name players that would like fix G2 and make them better, I don't think it's a terrible take. The problem here is, Kasad, you're taking it as like, this is what G2 should do. Like, this is where it depends what should is and what the context is. Like, if I'm Petsa, by the way, in the future, I've said this before, we'll probably do some content with him. I get the feeling you're going to find out it's going to be like Zonic and he's just going to sort of tell you, I didn't have a choice in this player, I didn't pick this player, someone else maybe kicked this guy. So I think he's going to end up like that, because I do get the feeling like everyone else else thinks the obvious answer to this team is you have to sign massive players with the millions you're getting from Monacy. Like, I put it this way, I even think fans have been quite kind to G2 saying just get Dexter and Tessas because they were just kicked out of Falcons. That's more like a feel-good sentiment. I think most people actually are worried about the fact you can't buy an equal to Monacy even with the millions they've got. Like, that's the real... By the way, it's why you notice, even though loads of people don't think Simple's that good anymore, a lot of fans did say maybe G2 Simple, because what they're desperately grasping for is a big name that could change the whole squad and make it a champion again. The problem is, I sort of agree with Maui. To me, I don't think you're going to get that player, unfortunately. Like, I think it would almost be a waste of money to even try and sign those players. Like, it'd be fun for the novelty, but if you actually want to make a real team... By the way, the obvious way to add an extra hot ticket, you probably should actually just sign Ash anyway. You should probably just sign him as your GM and then get PR his player and then ask him who he wants as a stop. You can also do that, but I don't hate it as a hot take, actually. I don't hate this one. I think it's not a bad one. Put it this way, I wouldn't do that move, but being as I don't think G2's going to spend mega bucks, I do think they're going to be in a tough spot anyway. I do think they're in a tough spot.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, be a pleb and don't.